Good afternoon, Scorpio ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. I'd just like to first start off by saying happy birthday to each and every one of you. I certainly hope that you've been enjoying your birthday and celebrating. And for you new viewers and subscribers out there, I certainly appreciate your subscriptions, okay? Now, with this reading, ladies and gentlemen, what I wanted to do, because I'm sure that most of you are in decision um, making mode and you really want to kind of see what your options are. So I wanted to post a should I go or should I stay type reading to best facilitate that process for you guys so that you could, figure out what would be your best path. And this reading is valid until the end of December here. And Scorpios, keep in mind that this reading will not resonate for all Scorpios, okay? But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope that you like and share. And for those, again, who are just seeing this channel, keep in mind, remember to hit that subscription button, okay? I certainly appreciate that as well. And, send me over your comments, okay? So the first question I like to address here with your reading here is just to see, you know, even though we all know that we have options in life, I just want to see what path your heart is truly set on here, okay? And the card selected here is the Wheel of Fortune here. So I feel that many of you guys are, in fact, ready to kind of, take a risk, to move forward, to get back on that wheel again, and to kind of experience new things here, okay? But you also, ladies and gentlemen, have the Lovers here that fell to the bottom of the deck. And of course, that represents air signs, Geminis, you know, as well as the Tower here, okay? So there's a lot of fiery, airy type energy that seems to be, kind of in your realm here. So I'm feeling that, many of you, as I said, you really want to take a risk because the Wheel of Fortune here kind of denotes that. And you're hoping for, again, something better, for an auspicious turn of event, for a vast improvement, okay? And many of you really want to kind of close a chapter and kind of begin again on a new footing here, okay? However, ladies and gentlemen, because you have those cards at the bottom of the deck here, not only the Lovers, but you have that Tower there that surfaces in there. It looks like some type of a secret or terrifying or horrible type secret. This certainly is going to come about here. And it shows that you're going to certainly have to kind of make a choice between, it looks like multiple lovers, ladies and gentlemen. And the outlook thus look grim, I'm kind of getting. Particularly for this year, you know. And I also see that there is a strong potential for a separation. And separations, ladies and gentlemen, of all sorts here, you know. And I'm just seeing a lot of lies, a lot of deception, and a lot of manipulation here. Okay? So let's address the first, your second issue here after just, having seen where your heart really lies here. Let's just look, if you stay and continue on the path that you're currently on, what is going to be your expected type outcome here, okay? And we're going to examine a few of the Lenormand's cards to do this, okay? So let's start off by looking at the card falling to the bottom here. We have the Fox as well as the Dice here, okay? Now, I'm using a more advanced Lenormand's type deck, so some of the cards that you're seeing appearing here don't ordinarily appear in ordinarily decks. Again, this is more an advanced deck, okay? So with having that Fox there, ladies and gentlemen, that card is connected with Delusions, and it's connected with Neptune. And once again, it picks up fiery type energy, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this card is all about lies, manipulation, deceit, disloyalty, as well as vigilance here, okay? So you can see how the bottom cards, or those cards pulled from the tarot, they relate to basically what those cards are kind of saying here. And then next here we have the dice, all right? So with the dice, again, this card Connects also with the Wheel of Fortune because it's all about risk. It's all about a gamble. It's all about uncertainty and having faith, kind of letting go and letting God here. So, with just looking at those two cards, ladies and gentlemen, your situation will certainly be riddled again with much deceit and manipulation. Okay? However, as you can see here by, having that dice there, that kind of shows an auspicious turn of events will be coming along, or a kind of new element is going to be injected here that I'm getting. Okay? So, in any event, I feel that these cards are kind of telling you don't fool yourself because someone is a player and it looks like they're going to try to kind of take advantage of your kindness, I'm seeing here. So rest assured, you are not the only person with whom they are dealing, ladies and gentlemen. And this person it seems, this person is a smooth talker, even in fact a con artist, street smart, and kind of knows how to get what he or she wants here. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do here, you know, near the ending of your reading here, I'm going to pull a few letters to kind of let you know the people here that are kind of coming into your realm here, and those that you might want to be a bit more vigilant about, okay? All right? But this person is certainly, ladies and gentlemen, a smooth talker here, you know? And this person is very attractive, I'm getting, for many of you, that they're very dangerous and very disloyal, you know? So, connected not only with the Wheel of Fortune, where your heart is kind of leading you to do to kind of take a risk, the dice is also showing here, too, that you are going to be, some of you will attempt to take a risk, you know? And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I wanted to show you these two options because understand that none of the messages in these cards are written in stone here. It's all about your decision making abilities here. You're the captain of your own ship here. So I'm going to show you if you decide to continue on with no changes, which is what I'm doing now, this would be the likely outcome. But if you decide to make a choice, I'm going to show you alternatively what you could expect too. All right. So again, I feel that even for you singles here, someone or some of you might have just met a new person too that I'm feel that may have entered your realm, and they may be wearing a mask. I'm kind of getting so don't trust this person here. All right. So let's look at your reading here and just look at it. Again, if you continue on the same path, what would be your likely experience here? So I'm going to examine the cards here that are showing here. Okay. So we have start off with just, I'm going to make a few general observations here. I'm certainly seeing some type of a pleasant meeting, and I'm seeing a soulmate or karmic type connection here, but I'm still feeling that it's going to be a lot of uncertainty surrounding this situation here. I'm also seeing some type of a gathering or a party of some sort that some of you will be going to, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of opposition and debate with others that seems to be going as well here. And in terms of, just giving you a few physical features or personality traits that I'm kind of seeing with the person, I'm feeling that for some of you, this person might be a bit short, someone that's very talkative, very curious, charming, someone with whom you feel a soulmate. And again, this is on the path if you continue on now, okay? Keep that in mind. Someone very moody, someone that parties so much, someone very promiscuous, very sexually inclined here, very codependent type person. I'm seeing also someone that might even possibly be on drugs or pills or some sort. I'm seeing a person that might even be well endowed, or a woman that just knows, how to move around in the bed here, okay? Or really knows how to please a man, all right? So let's start off with the birds here. Okay, so with the birds, ladies and gentlemen, that's connected again to fire signs. Okay, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, as well as earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And Mercury governs this card. So this card is all about phone calls of all sorts, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about text messages, okay? All about any type of social media or telephonic type communication that you could possibly think of, all right? And what sits next there, we have the sun, all right? So with the sun, again, fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And of course, the sun governs the sun, ladies and gentlemen. So this card connects with success, happiness, really things kind of really attempting to fall in place, after perhaps a long wait here, right? What sits next there, we have the key. And with the key, Uranus and the North lunar nodes connect with this card, and again, earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, as well as Taurus. So this card gives us solutions. It's all about soulmate connections and karma, all right? And then, of course, we have the significator here, all right? Which that's the heart, and that's the significator I use for this reading here. So connecting all of those cards together, just to give you a story that I'm kind of getting, I'm feeling that, you know, many of you, it looks like you received or you will receive a call or a text message from it looks like someone, you know, with whom I feel that you feel a very strong soulmate connection. And perhaps someone that you've been dying to hear, or to receive some sort of a message, okay? So it's more than likely it could be an ex, or again someone from whom you've been estranged, or like I said, for you singles, it looks like that possibly you may have recently kind of met someone and you're communicating back and forth, via text or something like that. Okay, I see you've had or you're going to be having some type of a rather intense type conversation here, you know and it looks like it may be a conversation where the person is kind of telling you that they really want to connect or be with you in some way, in a way that you would want. But I'm feeling that you'll need to kind of trust your instincts here, because the two of you might even go out and kind of getting to celebrate something. And after all, this is the period of your birthday, so it certainly seems plausible. And I'm feeling that many of you are going to feel at home with this person, but let's go on and just move forward and look and see what the future holds, okay? And again, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, these are the things that are likely to happen should you continue on this same path with no changes being made here, all right? So now let's go on and just look and see, what your future kind of holds for you guys should you decide to move on towards a new path here, okay? So we have the clouds there, okay? And we have the garden, okay? We have the whip or the rod there, okay? So looking at those cards, it certainly seems that I'm seeing a very untrustworthy type connection. I'm seeing multiple partners, okay? I'm seeing a more sexual type codependent relationship. Even for some of you, it could even in fact be a pay to play type situation, okay? I'm seeing a lot of threats, a lot of violence, even physical, type issues here. Because let's start with the clouds there, okay? So with the clouds, that connects with Neptune as well as Mercury, all right? And connects with air signs, ladies and gentlemen: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this card brings about a lot of uncertainty, a lot of disturbances of all sorts here. So you can see again how all of what these cards are kind of connecting back to is destruction here. Okay, with this tower, all right? And the fact that you guys will have to make some type of a choice here, all right? And then we have the garden there, all right? So with the garden, that connects with Venus. And it's, connects with air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, as well as fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And with the garden, ladies and gentlemen, it usually is a pleasurable type card because it's all about parties, gatherings, and crowd and social gatherings. Because I certainly see you guys really celebrating this month here. All right. And then you have the whip. All right. So with having that whip there, that connects with Mars as well as Pluto. And it connects with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, as well as fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You have abundance of a lot of fire energy here in your readings, y'all. And so with the whip, as you would imagine, ladies and gentlemen, that card certainly is all about fights. It's all about arguments. It's all about addictions. So, what is this story trying to tell us here? Okay? So, it certainly shows that even though that you may connect with someone, I'm feeling that things are going to kind of take a turn for the worse here. Okay? And again, this reading is valid from now until the end of this year. A problem is going to arise, and you know, I feel that there's going to be it seems like it's certainly a lot of cheating in your situation. I feel you might also meet someone new in whom many of you're going to desire sexually, or you're going to discover, just simply just, someone just wants to kind of play the field and really doesn't want to commitment here. I'm feeling there's a strong possibility that you're going to meet someone at either some type of a gathering or a party or celebration of some sort. But any event, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing an argumentative type, real atmosphere. And I just feel that the people that you're kind of meeting, if you're staying on this path, they really don't want a commitment. It looks like they just want to kind of have sex and have a more uninhibited type situation with you. And of course, if this is something that you can deal with, go with it. So it looks like the choice is yours should you decide to kind of, really stay as you are here. Again, it looks kind of bleak, as I've already kind of, said here. All right. So, what happens then, ladies and gentlemen, if you make a decision to kind of move on and take this risk that you want to take here? Okay, let's look at your bottom cards here. We have the house, and we have that woman card that sits there. So, with the house, it certainly shows that many of you want stability. You do really want to kind of settle down and have that happy family. And you know that if you continue on in the situation that you are presently in, it seems that you're never going to get that anytime soon. So, for those of you who are deciding to make a decision to move on, this is what the bottom cards are kind of telling you here. And then you have that lady connected there. So, gentlemen, it shows that you're going to be meeting, it looks like she might be a bit heavier set or a stalk type lady that I'm kind of getting here that want to settle down with you. And I'm seeing connected, it looks like it's both water as well as air signs, okay? That seems to be coming more so into your energy field. Or ladies, it could also represent you. Your desire to want to settle down there because it's very closely connected with that house card there. Okay? And this woman could even, in fact, be involved in real estate, okay, for you gentlemen out there. Or for you singles, it could be that, it might be time for you to kind of, really get off of your rump, really, in time for you to kind of get out and try to meet someone. But I'm feeling this person is family oriented and financially secured. And it looks like that, again, I'm just getting back to you singles out here. You have to try to make yourself a bit more accessible to others, okay? You have to understand, too, that, all relationships, too, they do tend to have both ups and downs. And many people have mental challenges that they are possibly unaware of at times here, okay? Now, I'm just going to look at the reading here and just look at your cards here and just give you somewhat of a quick description of what I'm kind of seeing should you do make a decision to go on a different path. I'm seeing a more business oriented, savvy type person, okay? Someone that's popular, okay? So someone I'm getting to, unfortunately, they're still type of kind of promiscuous. So it's almost the same script, different cast. I think that's the title I'm going to give this. And I'm feeling that the person, even in fact, could even already be attached or married, or they may be telling you that they're in the process of getting a divorce or something like that. I'm kind of feeling it's either or. So again, this is should you make a decision to move on into another direction here. I feel that the person seems to be very active sexually. They drinks a lot. I'm feeling a lot of drugs, smokes. Person plays the field here. Very dysfunctional type personality. A person that's very, very, moody here that I'm kind of getting. Okay? So, now let's look how your journey is going to go here, should you decide here. Because now we have the man, okay? We have the fish, all right? And also we have the garden again. Again, the heart is your significator. So let's examine those cards to see how your path is going to begin here. Because with the man card, that represents a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it's connected with the sun. So, gentlemen, this could represent you, or ladies, it could represent a new man that enters your life here. Okay? And then next there you have the fish. That's connected with both Jupiter as well as Neptune. And again, it connects with water signs. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And the fish card is all about commerce, business, as well as independence here. All right? And then we have the garden there that sits right there next, closely there. That connects with Venus. And air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, as well as fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This card is all about gatherings of all sorts, public, the crowd. So just to put together a little story here, just to tell you how your journey will begin. Many of you may have already started this journey. So I'm kind of getting that. So for many of you, you are going to meet someone at a social event. So that's how your journey is going to begin. Or at a party or a gathering of some sort. And I'm feeling that although this person might, kind of tell you that he or she, kind of is inclined to make a commitment, he or she really doesn't. And I feel that this person is very unsure. They may hide that from you. Again, you have the Tower, and Tower is about a shocking secret kind of coming out that you were unaware of. So the key is not to delude yourself here, because this person will certainly, I feel, they're going to definitely seduce you and kind of give you vicarious satisfaction, okay? Fiery sex. So much so, ladies and gentlemen, that many of you would either want to kind of establish a stronger commitment, with this person, because you have that ring there that person would want to establish with you here. And a ring is connected with Venus and Taurus, Or both of you are going to be feeling compelled to kind of get in a more committed situation. But I'm kind of feeling that after this person gets you, because you have the clouds card here. Okay, so with the cloud cards, it's all about challenges. So I feel that a lot of violence is going to happen, and this person is a cheater, like I said, and I feel that a painful ending could possibly be ahead for you in this direction too. Because not only that, you have this whip here that's ending here. So I'm feeling that this is going to be a very fiery type relationship. I feel that it's going to start off quite well, but it's just replete with challenges that I think that you're unaware of. So I feel that really for many of you, this year may not be the best year for you to make any life-changing decisions, okay? Because really, both ways look bleak, all right? So you're going to have to try to keep your You're kind of your focus on you. I'm kind of getting, and don't allow people yourself to be deluded. Okay, but I wanted to just select 20 letters here from out of this bag just to give you some indication here, ladies and gentlemen, of the people that may be coming towards you. I'm only going to select 20 letters here and I'm going to call them out, okay? And hopefully they resonate. And again, they may not all resonate, but if they do, okay, all the better, okay? So let's go on and do that now. All right. We have an I, an O, an A, an S, a P, an E, an R, okay. We have an E, an E, a T, okay, an I. Let's see where we at. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 9 more letters, ladies and gentlemen. We have an O, an E, an I, A, I, F, U, okay, 2 more. And I'm going to call them back to you. We have an A and an M. So, ladies and gentlemen, these letters might in fact spell out the entire name of the person, or it could spell a middle name, or it could spell a nickname. So I'm going to repeat them back to you to ensure that you do have them, okay? We have 4 E's, all right? We have 3 A's, 4 I's, okay? We have an S, an O, a T, a U, a P, an F, an R, an M. Actually, it's 2 O's, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, in conclusion today, ladies and gentlemen, let's examine a few things that you might want to let go. You might want to surrender from this time period until the end, from this time until the end of this year here. Okay? Surrender stress. Okay? That's very important. Try to take a deep breath and exhale the tension that you've built in your body, ladies and gentlemen, and let the stress go as you come back to your center. Surrender frustration. Okay? Understand that frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, as I already indicated. Center yourself and regroup so that you may approach the situation more calmly. Surrender your fear of intimacy, ladies and gentlemen. Understand that you certainly are ready to kind of let love in and to compassionately identify and begin to kind of release. But you must kind of release any patterns that kind of stop you from really opening your heart. And it's perhaps because of the people with whom you've been dealing. Okay? Surrender your addictions. Okay? Understand that whether you are addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or even in fact overworking, take action now to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Okay? Surrender stubbornness. Okay? If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. Because this certainly will help you communicate more lovingly with others as well as with yourself. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Try to listen to your body's messages more about a person or even in fact a situation, because if you feel physically drained or even in fact uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Okay? Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, to miracles. Try to be open to miracles occurring in your life and feel and know that these events are in fact real. Again, let go of any resistance and really banish any doubt that miracles can in fact happen. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, surrender to the magic of who you really are. Okay? Understand that we certainly all have magic in us. And even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are, in fact, a magical being with a uniqueness, ladies and gentlemen, and worth that really come from really simply just being you, you know? And understand that you are definitely, in fact, entering